Many angry and upset and negative people out there. We want to use our platform as a place of positivity, a positivity platform. So hopefully, who knows, next week, maybe I'll only respond to positive comments. But we'll see. We'll see you next week.
Because of Brian McKnight's comments regarding his children, Brian McKnight's upcoming concert in Detroit has been canceled in the wake of an outpouring of criticism about his deadbeat behavior. So, I love how Detroit was standing on business regarding Brian McKnight and his behavior towards his children.
Um, we going live this morning. We just got off the air and we had a real conversation. Gary did the tea in the Kahlua today and was talking about the whole Brian McKnight situation and his kids. Whatever. When I read that and I saw that and I saw it on Dr. Rashid Ritchie's show, he really put it in the proper context or whatever. When I saw that, I was absolutely stunned and horrified by watching that. I just want to say to Brian McKnight kids, to all of his kids, the ones that he said that's born out of evil or born in evil, whatever he said, whatever he claims, or whatever, let you know that you have a lot of support out here. We here at the Ricky Smiley Morning Show support you. If anybody get this message out to Brian McKnight, 2 sons and daughter, you are always welcome to the state of Alabama, to the great state of Alabama, where you have men and you have uncles and you have a lot of people in Birmingham that take on kids that have been abandoned by fathers. I've seen a lot of it, even with watching Little League football coaches that spend their own time, money, and resources into trying to make sure that the kids have everything they need. But I know that y'all are older. But if y'all ever feel any kind of way, or you feel unloved and need male figure, father figure, there's people out here like myself, and I know I can vouch for my brother from another mother, Ben Crump, and others. We would be more than happy to have you. You are not thrown away. You are not garbage. You are loved. You are to be respected. And there's a lot of group of men out here waiting to stand with you and make sure you have everything that you need. We are not here to try to replace your father, which that can't be done, but we can be something to you. To just make sure you go on into your adulthood and live your life and get you the help and therapy that you need so that you can move on, because words hurt and stuff like this hurt a lot when, when things like this are said. It's a bell that cannot be unrung. So if anybody know Brian McKnight kids, sons and daughter, we really celebrate dads where I live, and in my household, we had over years and years and years have raised kids that don't have a dad, or dad got killed, or just, hey, I don't want to be a dad, or whatever. That's what we do. We are some of the best father figures and uncles and anything you need. So just to let y'all know, just put that out there. I'm not here to, we already tackled that part, talking about what he did, but I don't want to do that, talk about that and offering something to them in the same video. So we just want to say to the kids, stay prayed up, stay close to God, and understand that God is your real daddy. He's all of our real daddy. He's our daddy's daddy and our granddaddy's real daddy. We serve an awesome God that will see you through anything, and that will see that that you will supply all your needs. He's a heart fixer, and he's a mind regulator. And I know he's a mind regulator because it's been days where I feel like I was going crazy, and he get my mind right back on track. So just continue to love God and continue to trust God and lean on him for everything that you don't understand. And don't even try to understand. Just lean on him, get therapy, and just try to make sure that when you have your kids, that you are the total opposite of what you have experienced. That's the thing about me. Growing up, what up, Gwen? Good morning. I love you. Tell Sean I said, what's up? One thing that I've learned, not having a father, I know how it feels not to have a father, but I also understand what having a grandfather who stepped up and an uncle and uncles and coaches, what it meant to me. And it didn't replace, but man, it gave me a level of restoration that's unreal. So anybody know Brian McKnight kids or where they live, get in touch with my management group and or anybody on my morning show. We would be more than happy to have y'all, to love on y'all, to let you know that there are men out there that would appreciate having kids like y'all. And then let me say this right here. I know it's a lot of sides to a lot of stories, but understand this right here. There's no perfect father. There's no perfect relationship between father and kids, and nothing is perfect. Nothing is perfect. I've made mistakes as a dad. I'm not up here. What I'm about to say to get into any politics, I don't want anybody to get in their feelings. We are all grown adults, like adults. So we're clear, I'm 45. I have a 16-year-old and I have a 5-year-old. If you don't have kids and you happen to be someone's kid or a teenager, or you're a grown-ass man or a woman, chime in. Now, I just recently watched a video from Ricky Smiley, who I actually have the utmost respect and love for that brother. As a comic, as a man, as what he stands for in the inner city, what he does above and beyond over the years to give back to the community. And I was one of those people, if you go in your DMs, I sent you multiple messages around the time that you dealt with the tragedy of losing your child, which is something that I couldn't even imagine, which is why I, along with the rest of the world, prayed for you. Our hearts broke for you, and we went out for you. And I still pray for you more often than you think, because what people don't understand about comedians is most people that do comedy mask their pain really well through keeping everybody else laughing and entertained, hoping that no one notice how much pain you're actually in. I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. You put up a topic, which I respect your thoughts and your opinion, but I respectfully disagree. You were talking about Brian McKnight. I actually know Brian McKnight. I've been knowing Brian since I was 15 years old. His manager, Herb Trawick, introduced me to him. I actually know Brian McKnight's wife and have loved her and knew her for years. Never had a full-on personal relationship with her like that, but I was around Brian McKnight often. I knew his kids. I knew his manager. I was around when he and Herb Trawick were signed Robin Thicke. I go way back. So what I am not doing First Lady, Mrs. McKnight, you don't have to worry about me chiming into anything that has to do with you and your ex-husband, Brian McKnight, or your kids, because that's not my issue and that's not my topic. I got my own baby mama drama. I got my own ex-wives and child court cases and all kind of drama that's still going on. So that is not my place or pretty much anybody's place to chime into your specific family matters. What I want to address is I want to talk to my brother Ricky Smiley, and I want to say to you that it is unfair, in my grown ass man opinion, to say that that man and his ex-wife and the mother of his kids, which are now grown adults past 30 years old.
Nico McKnight, the younger son to Brian McKnight, he had a few choice words for Tyrese, who went live regarding his family situation. And Nico had to say, Tyrese used to sleep under our pool table when I was a kid. I know the 90s R&B brotherhood blood is thicker than anything, but you should sit this one out, champ. You have relationships to fix with your own children and your own past decisions you've made on behalf of P and power. The allegiance to these two things is what keeps you guys from seeing that the only thing that matters in the end is family. Real men can see past the BS. Let me stop though. This 46-hour chemo infusion has me ready to fade, Jody. That's not right. Peace and prosperity.